We are gathered here on an occasion that we'd rather not be here. However, we have lost one of our most loyal, most dedicated, most uncompromising black leaders in this country. Black leaders in this country. Malcolm will never die, never die. The uncompromising spirit of Malcolm X will be heard in the walls of Washington among the rabid races that engineered the murder of Malcolm X. We must understand that the very forces in this country that engineered the murder of Lumumba, engineered the murder of Dag Hammarskjöld, engineered the murder of John F. Kennedy, and yes, are trying to engineer the death of Nkrumah and Ben Bella, are the same forces that killed Malcolm X. The same forces. The same white racist bigots who direct the CIA and attempt to infiltrate all the people's movement in the world are trying to kill off every black leader in the world. Every black leader. But Malcolm will live in the minds of the children, the mind of the youth, and the mind of the adults forever. And appealing to the shopkeepers in this neighborhood, in appealing to the shopkeepers to close their doors, the dirty, raggedy sheet, the Journal American, which is one of the rotten racist sheets in this country, including the rotten racist Daily News. All of them have been anti-Malcolm historically, and had the nerve today to print on the front page of that racist rag, the Journal American, that in our demand to shut the stores down, that we are shaking the shopkeepers down for televisions and radio. This is a distortion, and this is rotten. And what are they trying to do? They are not satisfied that Malcolm is dead. They want to discredit him while he's dead, so as we'll forget once and forever the voice of a Malcolm X. Yeah. But while Malcolm is gone, the blackness of the black man will get blacker. Will get blacker. Malcolm gave his life, and that's the least a man can give is his life for what he believed. Malcolm gave his life for us. Malcolm talked about the rotten corruption of the white man in society. Talked about the white bigots in society, how they murder our children and our women. Malcolm stands for saying it is made very clear that the rotten, corrupt police department, instead of dealing with the problems of the people, seek to beat the heads of the black people of the ghetto. And this too must come to an end. In Alabama, yes, they are still beating black heads. In Georgia, they are beating black heads. In New York City, they haven't stopped beating black heads. I think there's something else we have to do in paying tribute to Malcolm. And it's hard to say that all of us must re-examine ourselves. And in the process of re-examination, we must let the white power structure know who engineered the murder of Malcolm that we will not be terrorized. We will not be terrorized. They hope the threat and the killing of Malcolm will make it impossible for us to go back to the streets, go back to the people, and talk to the people. We will not be terrorized. Not be terrorized. Yes, in killing Malcolm, the white power structure and the white ruthless races hopes that this will silence us and head off our struggles against the rotten slum lords, against police brutality, against the rotten schools. But no, on the contrary, we're going to consolidate our ranks and build a mighty movement in the name of Malcolm X. In the name of Malcolm X. History only produced Malcolm X once in a while. once in a while. Malcolm X's are hard to find. And yes, when the word went out that Malcolm was murdered, the white folks relaxed. No, but let me warn them, don't relax. Don't relax. It's wrong to think because Malcolm is gone, there'll be no more opposition to the white races in this country. No, on the contrary. There are young black boys who admire Malcolm. Many of them, who are willing to dedicate everything they have in the name of Malcolm. Everything they have in the name of Malcolm. And I think there's one other thing that we should never forget. Never forget. In all the period Malcolm X said that maybe I'll die, he never gave up the struggle. Yes, there are those who thought Malcolm X should go to Africa and stay there until it's all over. Struggle will not be over. You can't run from the struggle. If you go to Africa, you have to fight. They killed Lumumba in Africa. And they'll kill anybody else in Africa. You can't run from the struggle. Yes, and I think again we must serve notice. We must serve notice on the white racist power structure that the principle of Malcolm remains. The principle of Malcolm remains. And Malcolm had one basic principle. Malcolm believed in the concept that if a man hits you, you hit him. You do him in. You do him in. You do him in. You do him in. Yes, while there are those who say I disagree with Martin Luther King, I think the only difference between a King and a Malcolm was that Malcolm did not accept nonviolence as a principle. Not as a principle, but as a tactic, he said he'd accept it. And I think the principle remains that Malcolm has never yielded the whole concept that if a man is after you, that the only solution is that we must prepare to fight him back with whatever is necessary. Whatever is necessary. Weak, bad liquor to the people here in Harlem, half water. They robbed the poor people of their money. The rotten slum lords robbed the poor people of this ghetto. And they talking about peaceful. We are the most peaceful people in this world. I don't know another community would let rats eat your children up, let them rob you, give you no heat, no hot water, and you take it. Yes, we are peaceful. We have been too damn peaceful, in my opinion. Too peaceful.